37-31. Their consecutive game is Curry.
Their whistle didn't call it. I do believe
on a screen, and he stepped out of bounds. Hart has 120 rebounds, and the still been able to win despite not having pull up three. 40%, just 22 points for Hartenstein downhill. Time, Steph Curry an all-star for the 10th.
Since he's been out, he's really stepped up.
Having played with the Warriors last year, missed it with the Knicks. Kuminga. Curry gets past Hart, no easy test.
Is just as well in the paint as pound for pound in the league is lower.
He has a chance to be able to the game for either team. Mid-range, he's the leading scorer early on.
He's got to do some games since this.
People low, they've been winning those games as hard.
Every possession, and it still might not.
Or his difficulty to defend, keeps you off balance. His usage, you should have drafted Brunson. So another big mistake
with him. And you can even see his
conference finals in 22. He was on. It's tremendous.
Here's Kuminga's in there, but Kuminga's been good. Sacramento. Very throw.
Different quality looks.
Timeout in the West. A game back of Oklahoma City.
Discomfort the next day. So they
why have they been so good? And so that's really the coming at the line. Kuminga gets the
79, 93, 91.
About 6.5 assists per game. Part of the second unit. Thompson's point with the second group. Thompson penetrates.
A playoff win, and his player offense lately.
Averaging 11 points per game. He's at 4
in high school. And no comment. Ball finishes easily. Son of figure it out and find their way. Thibodeau did not. Thibodeau is not happy. And here's McBride getting another good look.
Good pass to Wiggins. Then as Burks misses for the. Here's Paul from deep.
You can't leave him open even. I mean, he's
here's Paul falling away.
He's got to be tied together.
Thank you.
Can't get down against this Knicks team. They have the booty.
Made a huge shot, but this Knicks team.
Shot clock at 4, and Burks is
faking, and he's not a huge. With Pajemski and Trace Jackson Davis.
Yep.
And those were. I'm not joking.
Driving, gets to the rim,
and that's what Trace Jackson Davis is on.
11 points, 14 for the games in a row.
Unbelievable.
Well, I did notice how much better you. Little off balance, missed the 3. Just McBride, he'll take the 3 off the dribble.
And on defense, the worst.
Bogdanovich into traffic.
We've seen it for quite a long time. It's his first 4 out to the
most ever he's had in a half. Here's Curry, the floater. Air fires to the corner, 3 on the way.
Going to end up with him no matter what time he's going to.
Here's Bogdanovich catch and shoot.
Take that shot, but he caused that shot. Look at time.
Who has 16 points and hasn't taken a shot since. Curry trying for his first field goal. There, 84th 3 on the Stein. Now McBride on him, but who commits the foul? That is the
not fouls anymore. Now I haven't seen that one
on the Knicks as well, so that's a warning.
This guy, but for someone else, it's happening at
noon Eastern time. Nice bounce pass to Pajemski. Brunson for 3. Think about what Jalen Brunson is. Brunson, Patrick Ewing, and Bernard.
Great teammate, and he just did.
He's starting to heat up. He's got 11. Kuminga.
He's upset. Steve Kerr get a.
What push guys to the point of frustration, and winning teaches you more than anything.
With your guys from college in the USA stuff in the summer.
Last pick of the first round by Utah the year. And 1 of 5 for 3 for the Knicks on the road. They've been very. Pajemski down the lob as Curry could not handle. Timer now 1. Hart has to.
They're meeting that intensity now, trying to
single figures. Curry stripping again. Driving, tough shot.
His comfort zone. He's so good at getting to his spot.
Curry hesitates, fires. Ignited by the defense. Brunson.
Listen, he doesn't want to have this.
Get it right. Second quarter. Meanwhile, Pajemski. Brunson with the blow-by hangs there as well. And the latter stages.
Knows what can happen. He said the 16th.
As they call McBride for the figure 10. You got to win on the road. Character tonight. Because they lose the tiebreakers Saturday against the Lakers. So it's the second. But they have for DiVincenzo. Here's Wiggins.
On TV?
You're just so Mosing players ever do that to you when you were Horsberg and J.J. Redick and said, on TV.
Your opinion. So what?
Hartenstein picked Hart for 3. Score. And this turn and fire. Tried to start it up again.
He's got each year. I mean, this
air sometime. Nice pass, Steven. Katie for a little note there.
Well,
than Thibodeau's team would have.
Thompson just 3 points in the first.
I think more important with Steve.
45% for 3. Look with him. Nice pass by offensively. Brunson. Now we get a turnover. And has to be in the conversation.
Look at all the injuries the Knicks have had. I mean, the
back of second as DiVincenzo passed his man. Goes to the left.
Here at it.
Zapata the lane. And missed it. The Hoosiers. McBride mid-range. Doing work on the offensive glass.
When they play that kind of defense.
Feels like it's the line. Off balance, won't go. Can have 6 in this game. Got a kickball.
College. And he came in, he's
fake the 3, drives, and like he had a dunk, but he gave it up. Brunson looking to answer.
Injure a player, obviously Gary's mid-range points, got 9 points on 3s. Nothing to beat. He's constantly on the ball.
And Anunoby will be key. Brunson's table for him even to get back on the court practice.
And everybody over there have done a great job.
Obviously, Julius Randle, he's been unavailable. Obviously, if you win challenge,
they got a little system going.
He's been very
coming off the bench.
You had 3 getting a breather. Thompson trying to pick up the tab. And they're going to say he was fired. So a career high now for rebound to go with 10 assists and
the finish on the break.
Couldn't hit it. The tip though late.
Too many breakdowns in other areas.
Leading after 3.
Tough for them to hang on, I still think.
All 24 minutes in the first half in a regular between McBride and Hart. They have 3 guys in double figures tonight. Way up with New York. Shot clock at 10.
From this game till the end of the season.
Thompson, the lob, Jackson. 7 from the floor. Klay Thompson trying to step back 3 against Green. He played those since early December. Another 2 games. They're at Denver. They have 6 from 3 underneath Hart.
Like we said, shot up to 42 again. He's just one of these guys coaches love, and you can.
He said obviously with the injuries, his role has changed.
Bogdanovich penetrates down the lane.
Scooters. He's played what 18 now, I think.
Here's Curry firing away. Extra possession.
Gets Brunson to the free throw line. Trouble for the Warriors on the glass.
Davis in. Draymond.
You know, in these tight games, especially.
Endurance, stamina, mental toughness as
Mitchell Robinson and Hardenstein.
Over. Comes back. And midway point of the 4th. Nice. Just a game under 500.
The defense has gotten a lot better.
Foul, but that was in the act, has not gone down. As that
TV timeout, so to speak. So
late or something. Warriors only have 2 of 8 from the floor.
Well,
having on Curry, Brunson. He's not been shooting it very well, and only average foul.
This is the Draymond Curry pick and roll.
Lost it, but kept the strong dribble. Here's a automatic. We need to have. The Knicks aren't going to use their count. Knicks still up there, high 23 points. Puts up a quarter. McBride going to come challenge. Wiggins game. And McBride getting this wide open. 3 no.
Yeah, that needed that one, and they got.
Gets the. He's 6'4" and missed it twice.
That's their identity. I mean, best.
Here's Hartenstein. And he'll pull it back out. Brunson's 3.
Yell at the officials. I mean,
usually down to 7 in the standings. The Warriors lost 2 straight in the lane. Underneath, Hartenstein. Anything you notice is 17 and 18 plus twice, so a chance to maybe make up some ground. A couple times tonight about just most.
It's hard to explain some of the inconsistent Hall of Fame players.
Find a way to win. Comes a little earlier.
The Warriors are full health.
Okay, here's McBride. Little actually road win for the Knicks.
Playing better himself.
Warriors at 35 and 31. Julius Randle out again, missing his 22nd consecutive game. Is Curry.
It would have been a foul one way or the other, and they just sucked up their whistle and didn't call it. I do believe.
Shot clock down to 3. Curry around a screen, and he stepped out of bounds.
But because he's such a great rebounder, they can get away with it.
Hart has 120
That is great defense with this better offense, and the
well. Knicks have still been able to win despite not having. And here comes Brunson for New York. Pull up 3. Down since the All-Star break. Shooting under 40%. Just 22 points per season. Hartenstein downhill. Now Brunson an All-Star this past year for the first time. Steph Curry an All-Star for the 10th
longer. He's been tremendous for the Knicks this year. When Mitchell Robinson's been out, he's really stepped up.
At 3 minutes and 15 seconds in, DiVincenzo, who played with the Warriors last year, missed for Golden State last year, had a good year with the Knicks. Kuminga missed Curry. Curry gets past Hart. No easy test.
He's one of these guys that nowadays he can finish just as well in the paint as now. He's strong. Look, he's one of the strongest players, pound for pound in the league. His lower.
Next up is Charles Barkley. He has a chance. First three of the game for either team. Mid-range floater. That's 3 buckets already for him. He's the leading scorer early on.
Too, the physicality. I love it. I don't know. You've got to do some games since this.
See if the games that the Knicks have played and the scores have been so low. They've been winning those games as hard.
Steph Curry, you have to double team them almost every possession, and it still might not.
Yeah, look, they're different, Katie, but as far as difficulty to defend, his game at the rim, the way he uses his feet, the way he keeps you off balance, his usage can't get too greedy. Although Jay Wright did say you should have drafted Brunson, so another big
long time, and he pointed out to us in our conversation with him that, and you can even see his
better every year. When the Warriors played Dallas in the West Conference Finals in 22, he was on 3-4 years, and then was in the NBA 3-4 years. Look at who he is now. It's tremendous.
Here's Kuminga.
I don't know if we'll get it. Toby White's in there, Alprinson Goon's in there, but Kuminga's been good
team on Saturday, and the Knicks win at Sacramento. Very throw
and Hardestein from the perimeter, but now Knicks getting a lot of different quality looks. Missed the first couple, and that's what they call padding the step shot. But this Knicks team,
X and Davis, the respective 5s. Shot clock at 4, and Burks is
right player. I mean, leads the NBA in charges taken, and he's not a huge Jim. That wasn't me. Mike Dunleavy doing a good job with Pajemski and Trace Jackson Davis.
Yep.
It's an awesome organization to work for, and those were I'm not joking. Those for young players.
Here's Klay Thompson driving, gets to the rim in the first 13 minutes of the game.
And that's what Trace Jackson Davis. How great has Miles McBride been here early on?
11 points, 14 on the night. They have the best record in the league. They won a handful of games in a row.
I don't know how good of a play-by-play guy he is. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, I did notice how much better you here in the second quarter. Here's Burks, little off balance, missed the 3. Knicks ball. Here's McBride. He'll take the 3 off the dribble.
Nice. He's playing with a high level of confidence, and on defense, the Warriors.
Thompson 0 for 4 from the floor. Bogdanovich into traffic. League in that category.
He doesn't need much space. We've seen it for quite a long time. Right? It's like my UCLA Bruins. It went from their
first field goal there.
Here on not having much space.
294th 3 on the Curry. Hartenstein, now McBride on him, but trying to post up DiVincenzo, who commits the foul. That is the
ones that they used to automatically. The maybes are not fouls anymore. Now I haven't seen that one.
Restriction tonight. Delay of game on the Knicks as well, so that's a warning.
Sometimes when shooters just see the ball go in for the free throw line, maybe not this guy, but for someone else that's having
in there as well. Maine, Ohio State will tip it off at noon Eastern time. Warriors a screen. The trailer. Nice bounce pass to Pajemski. It out to McBride. Brunson for 3. And Kuminga inside gets the basket. Think about what Jalen Brunson is. Only Carmelo Anthony, Jalen Brunson, Patrick Ewing, and Bernard.
Thibodeau said before the game, he's a great team guy. He's a great teammate, and he just did.
Brunson starting to heat up. He's got 11. Kuminga.
And Steve Kerr saying, can you do that? I don't think you're allowed to do that. He's upset. Steve Kerr, we get a
from a different cloth. Josh Hart said Coach Jay Wright would push guys to the point of frustration. And during the game, we can still knock down a game winner. And he said winning teaches you more than anything.
They must love playing again. I mean, you never get to play with your guys from college.
In this game tonight.
You know, Steve Kerr had Josh in the USA stuff in the summer. Even the numbers don't even do it justice a lot of the time.
Hart was the last pick of the first round by Utah the year. Steph just 2 of 8 from the floor. And 1 of 5 for 30. 12-point lead for the Knicks on the road. They've been very... Kuminga with the steal. Great save behind the back of Pajemski. Now the lob. Off 4 timeouts. He only has 3 left. He's going to save him as Curry could not handle it. Brunson trying to get free. Timer now 1. Hart.
The Knicks brought it right away. Now the Warriors they're meeting that intensity now, trying to get
since. Trying to get it back to single figures. Curry stripping again. Brunson going to work on Curry. Driving. Tough shot.
But they're doing a good job keeping him out of his comfort zone. He's so good at getting to his spot.
From DiVincenzo. Kuminga ahead to Curry. Hesitates. Fires. Golden State run. ignited by the defense.
I mean, both these teams, now they're having trouble scoring. The defense has gotten a lot better.
Curry. And the third team foul, but that was in the action per game. And his efficiency has not gone down. As that
was one timeout left, right? And there's no more TV timeouts, so to speak. So, and I think till the end of the game.
In case you need to advance late or something. Warriors only have 2. That's apparent as Jackson Davis is 8 of 8 from the floor.
Well, very well.
Here's Brunson driving on Curry. Brunson put. For whatever reason, since the All-Star break, he's not been shooting it very well, and only averagers combined. And they're going to call a foul.
Now they're probably going to go back to what they've been doing for 10 years, which is the Draymond Curry pick and roll. It's really not three-point shooters.
Curry almost lost it, but kept the strong dribble. Here's a twirl for players calling for replay. That's like automatic. We need to have a little bit. And obviously, with only one timeout, the Knicks aren't going to use the count.
He's upset.
Knicks still up. As Curry shot clock at 4. Here's McBride, career high 23 points. Puts up a and Curry just 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Had to kick it out. Wiggins got the steal. McBride going to come challenge. Wiggins 5. Wiggins 2 for 2 at the line in the game.
Where the fouls come, how they come.
And McBride getting this. Next taking the shot clock down to 5. Hart wide open. 3 no for the 9. But only 2 minutes left.
Yeah, that needed that one, and they got
to force Brunson to give it up. Hart gets deep. Gets the month and a half. Amazing. And again, he's 6'4", and
for sure.
Wiggins there to clean up. Missed it twice. Oh, and the toughness of this team.
They've got that's their identity. I mean, best 8 points, I believe.
Here's Hartenstein. It down. Gets it ahead. DiVincenzo. And he'll pull it back out and get it to Brunson with a shot clock at 7. Brunson's 3 of this game.
Still got energy to yell at the officials. I mean,
just line with the clock stopped. Chance to get it down to 7. Where are the Warriors and the Lakers in terms of 9th, 10th in the standings? The Warriors lost 2 straight. Brunson into the lane. Underneath, Hartenstein. For whatever reason, it hasn't happened. Anything you notice is 17 and 18 non-playoff teams. They do have Dallas twice, so a chance to maybe make up some ground twice, but they're 0-2 against Dallas. They haven't beaten them yet. You touched on this, a couple times tonight about just
most who got Hall of Famers all over the place. So it is hard to explain some of the inconsistency, that consistency from some all-time Hall of Fame players.
Knicks will go to 41 and 27, and again find a way to win. Bree feels like he might be back the quickest. Just talking with Tom Thibodeau earlier.
It's a big game and very short-handed, and the Warriors are full health.
When leading after the first quarter in the NBA. Here's McBride. Wiggins misses a 3, and that's it. Huge road win for the Knicks.